Good morning and welcome to our meditation group, Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. Delighted you are here this morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. Welcome. Today is Friday. Today is going to be a great day. This is a three-part program. On Fridays, we use a little poetry to begin, always with a little inspiration. The second part, excuse me, is our morning meditation where we turn the gaze inwards and give 20 minutes to God in silence. And the last part, something near and dear to St. Ignatius's own heart, is a Jesuit examine where we look over the week and just notice where God came alive for us. If you're new to the program, welcome. Hello, Carolyn from New Jersey. Good to see you. Feel free to put your name in the comment box, say hello, tell us where you're from, and also during the examine, if you'd like to share where God came alive for you this week, please feel free, excuse me, to throw it in the comment box. So this morning for our poetry, I have been thinking a lot about people who during the liturgies can't receive communion. And a poet by the name of Gerard Manley Hopkins has a beautiful poem called Kingfisher about the importance of what I believe are sacraments or living signs of God's love. So we will start with that and then move into the meditation. So let me get that ready. Here we are. And the title of Father Gerard Manley Hopkins' poem this morning is As Kingfishers Catch Fire. As kingfishers catch fire, dragonflies draw flame. As tumbled over rim in roundy wells, stones ring, like each tuck string tells, each hung bell's bow swung finds tongue to fling out broad its name. Each mortal thing does one thing and the same, deals out that being indoors each one dwells, selves goes itself, myself it speaks and spells, crying, what I do is me, for that I came. I say more, the just man justices, keeps grace, that keeps all his goings graces, acts in God's eye what in God's eye he is. Christ. For Christ plays in 10,000 places, lovely in limbs and lovely in eyes, not his to the Father, through the features of men's faces. My favorite line in that whole poem is Christ, for Christ plays in 10,000 places, lovely in limbs and lovely in eyes, not his. So one of the ways not to miss the 1,000 ways Christ plays in our world today, in the middle of a pandemic, is through a morning practice. By moving in the direction of what St. Ignatius calls becoming contemplatives in action, with the accent on contemplation. So as we turn the gaze inwards and just notice how Christ plays in our own hearts. I invite you to take your shoes off, get comfortable. I'm going to lower the lights, and then we'll begin the meditation. My little mantra is one of the ways we flourish is to unplug. So let's turn off all technology. Don't worry about the timer. I've got it set for 20 minutes. I'll start the timer. I invite you to lower your eyes or close your eyes, whatever feels safe to you this morning. Turn the gaze inwards, get comfortable, and we'll begin and end with the sound of the spell. Let's do it. Listen, listen. The sound of this beautiful bell returns us to our true home. As always, we'll begin with diaphragmatic breathing, that is, breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly 3 times. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Together as a community, inhale, open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time, deeply as possible. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. Let's take the attention to the body. Feel the feet pressed onto the green earth, our mother, and just notice how solid she feels beneath us. Moving up the body, we arrive at the chair, providing support. And as we come to the end of our week, let's just reflect on where we felt supported recently. Relax the shoulders, anything you've been holding on to, just surrender. Go over to the winning side. Moving towards the front of the body, we arrive at the heart. I invite you to take your hands to the heart, cultivating an attitude of gratitude. Let's reflect on something this week for which we're grateful and just name it in one word. Gently place that word towards the back of your heart, and as a community, let's breathe one time into that gratitude. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands and just notice what you feel. Beautiful. Finally, we arrive at the forehead, the area between the eyebrows, the seat of intuition, that place which always tells the truth, and focus on an intention today. St. Ignatius invites us to ask God for what we deeply desire, being courageous enough to ask God for something great and beautiful today. And let's seal that intention with an inhale and exhale. Engage your sacred word 4 or 5 times. Drop down and enjoy a little deep rest. Please continue. Gently bring your attention back to the room. If the eyes were closed, go ahead, open the eyes. Let's circle the wrists one way, then the other. Little morning stretch. Good morning. To the left, to the right. And then shake out anything you've been holding on to. People clearly like from the comment box the book Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, and so do I. For those of you who know Father Tim, he worked at Stanford with the guy who wrote the book. So let's move into our Jesuit Ignatian Examen, and we'll just look over this week and notice where God showed up in a beautiful way. So feel free, there are a few new people, drop it in the comment box, say hello. I will start. Of course, the highlight of my week, I loved our little Zoom Christmas party all the way from Scotland. Thank you, Eleanor. It was so fun. It was great to be able to get to know people who are part of this community in a really new and beautiful way, just through a little more engagement. So it was my first Christmas party of the season, and I really loved it. Second, most of you know something near and dear to my own heart is my flourishing and recovery group I do for people struggling with addictions, living on the streets on Tuesday and Thursday. And my niece had knit me that Christmas hat, the red Christmas hat I wore. So yesterday was our last group for the year, and I wore the little Santa's hat, and it was a very festive group, and we just looked over the whole year and celebrated recovery. It was really, yeah, it was one of my favorite groups I've done at the center. And then last but not least, I promised you on Fridays we would do a little poetry Friday for our inspiration. And I forgot how much I love Gerard Manley Hopkins and that poem, Kingfisher, that really central idea that God plays, that Christ plays in 10,000 places, lovely in limbs and arms, not his own. So thank you for tuning in throughout the week. Hope you have a beautiful weekend. If you're interested, I'm doing the 11 this Sunday. You can catch it on Facebook Live, 11 a.m. I'd love your support and presence. Have a beautiful weekend. God bless you. Okay. I have a feeling you called the work number, which she does not usually answer. Maybe try the other one.